what actually happened was in the year of 1967, Tang Wen's mother and father, they were very busy going to do the wudou, struggle against each other with, violence. And so actually Tang Wen's father almost was killed in the wudou, because that one day he was called upon to go onto the street to fight, and there was a group of young people. They were together. So he was about to land onto the car, not the car, it's like a truck. A group of people drove the truck to go wudou, right? And suddenly the father said, "Oh, that's Yufen," right? Yufen said, "Oh, I forgot my helmet. Wait for me, I'm gonna go get my helmet," right? So he went back to get his helmet. When he returned back, he found that the truck was already gone. And he was very upset. All my friends didn't wait for me, right? Only several hours later, everybody on the truck burned to death. They were fighting, and the truck underneath, they already had a bomb. So when the truck was driving, it exploded and everybody died. So Tang Wen's father, because he went back to get his helmet, he was not on the truck, so he survived. So I want to let you know that there are a lot of incredible things, in our life that you think you lost. In reality, you actually gained. You think you missed something important, but actually it was a divine being trying to save your life, right? So that was the first year after Tang Wen was born. The father was not supposed to die. So because of Tang Wen, he continued to be able to live. The mother was sick because of pregnancy. She also was almost dead. But because of a very famous Chinese herbal medical doctors, she took 300 packages of herbal medicine, and she recovered from a disease that right now modern medicine cannot cure. It's called cirrhosis, liver cirrhosis, 肝硬化, and she miraculously also survived. So Tang Wen came into this world and had a lot of drama within the family, within China, and she was, living within all this drama. But the grandmother Geng Di took her away from all the chaos and took her into the countryside called Wenling. Wen means culture, Ling means forest. The forest of culture. Isn't that interesting? The village of Wenling was where little Tang Wen was raised by the grandmother Geng Di. And so the entire, drama of cultural revolution, little Tang Wen was not exposed at all. And instead, little Tang Wen actually was blessed with a beautiful, mountain and river and the great canal, lotus flowers in the pond, bamboo forest, and innocent peasants of the countryside, pure, kind, and their poverty, their sufferings, Tang Wen observed. And the grandmother was like a medicine woman. Very, very wise, very, very diligent. And the grandmother has quite a story that I want to also tell the world, throughout this program that we're doing. The reason I'm recording all of this is because during the Thanksgiving, you saw a group of practitioners, Falun Dafa practitioners, came into this house. And they all work for the radio station called Sound of Hope. So during that Thanksgiving party, the leader of the Sound of Hope here in Bay Area of San Francisco, her name is Grace Gao. And she was the one that brought all of these Falun Dafa practitioners who work on Sound of Hope projects to come to this house and worked as a team of making dumplings. So it was a big time dumpling party. And downstairs, they were working together as a team, and they made lots and lots of delicious dumplings. And I was invited to be part of that whole dumpling making team. And we had dumplings together, and I was invited to be sitting at the main seat of the entire dumpling party when the dumplings were finished. And I got the chance to connect with all the wonderful practitioners here in Bay Area. And I heard this wonderful story of someone from Shandong province, Qingdao, where we were planning to go, right across the water from Seoul. Qingdao City, that day on the dumpling party, the gentleman sat next to me was from Qingdao. And his wife started to practice Falun Dafa in the year of 1997. And she was repeatedly being, arrested and put into detention center and tortured, and she survived. And the husband loved her so much, although he saw the wife was, going through a lot of trouble. A lot of husbands would already divorce the wife and run away from her, but he never did. He always tried his best to support the wife. And he had to go through so much sufferings because the wife chose to be a Falun Dafa practitioner in mainland China. And because of his virtuous deed recently, he finally, his opportunity to become Falun Dafa practitioner has matured. So he was telling me that recently he became a Falun Dafa practitioner right after his trip to Qingdao. When he came back, he decided it's time for him to be a real Falun Dafa practitioner. So I was very, my heart was feeling very, very glad about that marriage, the husband and wife relationship. And the wife, and she looks beautiful. And she was, very obviously a grandma figure, but she looked so young. Her face was white, transparent, very, very good practitioner. Okay, I want to, so I said, you must have, she said, behind every practitioner has a book to write. I said, may I encourage you to write your book? She said, but I'm not very good with writing. I said, I'll help you. Can I? And she said, that would be so great, So, dumpling party, Thanksgiving, and I started to recognize that the Sound of Hope, this radio station. So I immediately asked the question. I said, this is so precious today. We are having this opportunity to sit together like a family and celebrating Thanksgiving, right? And so we're so grateful to our, a great teacher who helped us to cultivate and elevate and remind us that we are once upon a time family members. And today our karmic relationship has matured so that today we can sit on the same table and eat, dumpling from the same bowl, right? I said, this is really a dumpling family here. I said, I wonder in heaven whether there is, correspondence. I said, must there be correspondence of dumpling, and to connect to all of us, right? So I said, who is the lady? Who is the practitioner who decided to celebrate Thanksgiving through making dumpling? So the lady says, it's me. And so I said, this is such a great idea. I said, I just want to find out whether Sound of Hope has an English program, because I said, this community, there are a lot of mainstream American business people, right? Especially in science and technology area. And the Sound of Hope would be really great to, produce those English language program that, a lot of people who are very busy with their lifestyle, but when they are driving, they like to turn on the radio. Okay. Many people are on the road all the time. Everybody has a car and they always turn on the radio. And they right now on the radio, they usually just play some news that actually is leftist controlled news, right? And, it's sometimes lots of also the news is also poisonous information. And many people on the road, they listen to rock and roll music. You know what I mean? So I said the Sound of Hope would be really great to be able to spread the great, fascinating cultivation stories of Falun Dafa practitioners. I said in the year of 2004, you know, when I was a practitioner, Hello, 你来了，蒋文来了。